Hello everyone. Hi. Today is Saturday, August 5th, 2017. I just came out here in the morning to pick some of our beans, and you can see here this is a bit of melons. Kind of have a little bit of yellow, but it's still good. It's still very firm, so I think it's still good. And I picked some of chili, some of the nice, beautiful, large tomatoes. But anyway, we haven't done a video on the string beans yet. This is one of our long string beans, green beans variety. So today I want to make the video on the beans. But before I do that, I also want to show you another plant first. Here are some of the bitter melon, and I have made several videos already on the bitter melon. But I want to make one more, kind of really quick talk about the bitter melon before I talk about the beans. But as you can see here, there's still plenty of fruit, and I noticed that the fruits here are kind of, white. So I think my gut's feeling is correct. I think this is one of the cross breed between the white variety and the green varieties. So that's why they kind of look beautifully nice and lighter green, but it's more almost like this one here. It's almost on the shade of white. You see, if I put the leaves right next to it, the green leaves right next to it. Now the white variety is very beautiful. It's very crunchy, very crispy, absolutely gorgeous, and it's just delicious to eat. So the bitter melon, as you can see, I'm actually bending down now to the ground. But on top here, let me stand up. On top here is over 6 feet. At the top level, there's still a lot of new vines, but as the bitter melons, as the vines start overgrown, a lot of new shoots are coming down to the bottom. So what you have here on the bottom is that whole bunch of fruits. So beginning of the season, all the fruits were on top. As you can see, there's still some more here. You can see here. There's plenty of fruit, by the way, on top here. You see that? You see here? But if you didn't pay attention, look at all these fruits on the bottom. And I have maybe more than 20 fruits here on the bottom. Look at this. Look at this. This is almost, and some of them actually touch the ground. Look at this. You see that? So there's a lot of fruit here. This one too is actually touched the ground. I have to kind of pull it up. This big one here. Look at this. So there's still a lot of fruits going on here, growing on this vine, because all the vine on the bottom here is all kind of newly growth line, and that's where the fruits came from. Look at this. Look at that, all the way to the ground. So there's plenty of them. All right. So that's for the bitter melon. So today I want to talk a little about the beans. The reason I mentioned the bitter melon because they are right next to each other. At the beginning of the season, the bitter melons grow really fast, and it start to invading into the beans this side to the left. So this is where all the beans at. But at the beginning, the bitter melons just absolutely almost overwhelmed the beans. But as the season progressed, as the weather start heating up, the beans actually are really coming back. And don't count them out yet because they actually produce a lot of beans. I can only imagine if I grow them further apart, I think they'll be absolutely just amazing. So the bean, as you can see here, they're putting out a lot of beans, and I've been picking a lot of them already. This is just one day today. So over the week, I have been picking them already. And you can see this bitter melon actually coming through here, the vine. You can see the little fruit here. And you notice that there's a lot of yellow leaves and a lot of leaf on the ground. This is very typical from my experience, that once the beans start producing the bean pods like this, they will shed a lot of leaves. Maybe this is just a way the plant trying to reduce some of its energy levels and trying to put a lot of resource into making the fruit of the beans. So that's one adaptation that I think the vegetable, the plant is doing, and trying to get rid of some of the old leaves. Also, on this beans, there are specific insects that like to attach to this variety of beans. And I mentioned it before in my other videos too. Some kind of very soft body aphis type, and they're not a big deal as long as you just use water or even hand to brush them off like this. You can see those little dots. See that? So I brushed them off already. I want to show you one that is really infested with it. Let me see if I can find one. Now they do sometimes affect the fruit, but if you catch them early enough, you can just brush them off, and that should be fine. Actually, they're not too bad now. I cleaned some of them off already. So, but anyway, I like to pick them when they're about 18 to 20 inches long. They can grow even longer, and if you leave them any longer, this is what happened. So this here, inside here, are actually the bean seeds, and you know, as soon as they grow that up to this here, they're not very good to eat anymore. See, so you want to pick them when they're really nice and dark green, small like this, or not small like this, but the coloration is like this. So they like that really dark green, and it's about 18 inches. That's fine. This one here is still a little small. This one here, I think it's just a little bit too overgrown, too big. Okay, so there's still plenty of flowers, still plenty of fruit on the beans. So I think the beans are actually holding on their own. They're holding their own. So don't count them out yet, and they continue to grow. You can see that, and then they're also grown over to this side where the watermelon's at. And by the way, I lost 4 of my watermelon plants, including some of the okra. They're completely gone. They just don't have enough heat, sunlight here, and just not enough sunlight for the okra to grow to do well. But for the beans and the bitter melons, as you can see, they're just absolutely going like crazy. All right, well, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our channel, and happy gardening. We'll see you again next time.